I always forget this is a map. I keep confusing this one, like it's like the big house one to me. There's house, and then this is the big house. It's Consulate, I know, but I
Surely
always,
even if it's a big
for
house,
some reason, it goes away in my brain.
but it's still a map. How do you forget that it's a map?
I don't know. Rook and Doc and the Fave 5 and Smoke, Jaeger, and Bandit.
So this is your dream lineup, basically.
This is what, if I had to guess 10 operators in every single game, this is what my go-to would be.
All right.
Maybe swap Doc here and there.
For what?
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah, wild card. Frost, because he's OP right now. She's OP.
She is pretty good. Interesting. We got a revolver pistol ladder dog to start with, which I know revolvers and pistols are very rare to use, but often people will go for that high ammo capacity over anything else, simply for the headshot power. Just spray for her heads will be far better every time. So interesting. See whether he ever actually uses it. Let's switch on over, see where Zed is. He's upstairs doing the old reinforces, as is Rook and Smoke as well. Actually, they're reinforcing everything on that first floor, even down into the archives at the other end. So it's going to take a lot to get down into that bottom floor from the feel of things for our attacking squad. And as they say, and Ast across the entire opposing squad. So drone phase is finished. They know exactly where they are, and almost everyone on reported are coming in from the gas station entrance. They do start swarming over this garage though, and we'll see if they can get in through the main entrance. Zed looking on the other side to try and pull off the battery check, seeing if he can open himself up.
Oh, look at that little shield.
Yeah, shield means that the Twitcherin couldn't spot where he is. He does get the first charge, but it gets blown up by a thermite. He'll put a second one down, but he doesn't need it. And in fact, that may have made him miss. No, thermite walked up to the wall, but didn't place the second one. There's also someone watching that drone hole to kill the drones as soon as they come through, as the Twitch drone drops straight down when it happens. Nice position. Puts another one down, but again, no thermite out there to deal with. In fact, he
almost put it on it.
Straight on that one. In fact, he does, and Zed is there. He's going to get both charges. Really nicely played. Zed, both exothermic charges down, and that's all hope of getting into this garage gone for Recorder.
I think that's the first time in the Pro League so far on anything we've actually seen both thermites go out.
Definitely, yeah. We've never seen both of them gone. We've seen one go, and then they immediately repositioned and took it and went in somewhere else.
Right.
But now both thermites are down, and they've got to think up a completely different way to come in. And on top of that, that used up all minute and a half the first half of the round. So
that is a big advantage on the defending team. To
huge.
Win that Bandit plant is almost the game, pretty much, given, you know, more or less if they totally screw up firefights.
Yeah, we've got a minute left to go, and we'll see if it's the game or not, but it is, as you say, incredibly, incredibly powerful. Jovi, though, opens up the scoring with the first kill, in fact, so it is one-man advantage, but it's immediately answered by Soft as Daps drops down. Now, two members pushing down that spiral staircase, and Sledge closing in from the inside. So 3 people pushing in onto Jaeger. He's going to open fire, but will get dropped, and it is going to be man advantage now for reported before the flank comes out from Smoke, but he can't land the kills. Just a couple of tags, but it's slowing them down even more, and they've only got 40 seconds now to get into that objective. Sledge very, very low, but all 4 members of reported pushing down one hallway. Smoke keeping them busy on the far side. Sledge is here to look for the back, but Ash really, really low again. Doc hiding in the kitchen, but Zed springs up from behind him and takes him out, and the next 2 are going to push in. Jovi picks up 2 very quick kills inside the garage, and that's opened it up for the plant. Only Smoke is left here to defend against 3 now, and we went from being what should have been a 1 round for Astral to reported picking up round number 1.
On their face, yeah.
Very clean and nice opening. Honestly, not even sure how they did it, to be completely fair. After not opening up that garage, you have 4, 5 players coming from what is 2 doorways, and effectively everyone that actually did something came through that one pathway down the spiral staircase. And Astral just let it kind of happen. They just couldn't get the kills.
It seems like after they lost the initial person watching the spiral stairs, they couldn't fill it in time to recover.
Jovi, of course, did massive work there, picking up those 2 quick kills onto Zed and Co. very, very quickly. And that kind of opened up that garage space itself. And Smoke, of course, could not collapse back in to close it up. But we are now switching it up and having a slightly different attack strategy here from Astral. They picked themselves a buck.
Got him a buck there. Which, as Simon, one of the developers, pointed out, is statistically considered a weaker operator by Ubisoft, yet that's not the first time that we've seen him today. Or not today, but in the Pro League, yeah.
Notice how he is being used in a very similar role to Sledge, though, and has obviously replaced the Sledge. He's going to be used there, considering like pro-level play. He's there just for a quick shotgun blast through a wall, peek through the hole, peek through the hole. So he makes smaller holes, and it's a little bit quicker for him to do it than Sledge, but ultimately it's a very similar thing.
Right, especially how fast you can switch from making that hole to firing.
Yes, exactly.
Is a lot faster than Sledge.
So we'll see how effective they are at using it. But first, let's have a quickie check look at Bandit. See if he can be as successful as Zed was with his battery tricks. First things first, that shield is not in quite as strong of a position. Won't block the drone view in so well, so it may give up a little bit too much information. More importantly though, I think it's there to try and block some grenade damage as best as possible. There comes one grenade, it does get destroyed and doesn't stop Bandit. Puts down one battery, doesn't get a charge from that one. Actually, I think he might have. Astral taking a lot of damage. Yeah, one charge did go down from that one. He's looking now to get a second.
Device activated. Lights out.
Keeps dropping batteries down.
Place device.
Charge goes out. That's the one battery killed, but he's got a couple more. One more, in fact, as Zed gets a quick peek onto a window from the far end. In fact, that's down into kitchen. Very nice kill, and it does pull Bandit away from the door, but Thermite didn't know this and didn't make advantage of it. So there's still 3 players. Here we go. Amethyst now makes his way up to the door, plants his charge, and gets to blow it. And that's opened it up. Really nice play then from Astral, thanks to Zed's kill earlier and deeper into the map. Pulled Bandit's attention away and allowed them to open up this door. Now they've got 2 points of focus for Recorded Robotic.
Drone spinning up.
Minute and a half to go is loads and loads of time for Astral. So they are using a lot of cameras, a lot of drones, gaining information. And notice here how Zed has completely roamed the rest of the map and cleared the top floor and the middle floor. And now Doc's going to come out. He heard him on the stairs, but thought he kept going up. Zed picks up an easy second kill. Makes his way now down the spiral staircase. 3 versus 5 with a minute to go on the clock. Daps picks up a return kill and does try and close the numbers back in again with that Sniper Mach 11 onto the spiral stair direction. He knows someone else is around there somewhere. He's obviously lost Doc in that vicinity. He knows Zed is close, but isn't quite sure where. BKN is watching the hallway as well, but here comes Twitch's drones, gets that info on Smoke and then gets into the room to see BKN, so that's got everything Zed could have hoped for. There's no way for BKN to catch him by surprise and shoot him in the back anymore, but Daps gets himself a second kill outside the main door. Now we see BKN peeking in onto Twitch, but cannot get the kill, just a tag for now. Daps goes down finally, but BKN with the return. LZ gets another kill, and now BKN, all they have to do is kill Twitch. Can't land that frag, he gets inside the room. Zed is looking for 2, goes past one kill hole. Keeps getting tracked, he's inside, behind the white van, but BKN gets around behind him. Gets that easy headshot as he's dancing left to right, and Astral will go down 2 rounds. I love the kill cam, it does
Interesting kill cam, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, these bullets going into the roof.
Yeah, but also his face at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So
not the ideal start then for Astral, who are, without a doubt, I think the crowd favourites here. Fantastic 5 make a reappearance again for Recorded Reported. They obviously don't have to worry about attacking that. Sorry, they might have to worry about attacking that garage again. I went straight back to the Thermite and went, oh, they won that easy. They didn't.
Yeah, no, they did not.
The same defending operators coming out for Astral. Let's see where they head.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
No surprises. Off upstairs again for exactly the same setup as before, with no armor yet. Zed will come back down, pick that up before he goes to the garage door. Be sharp, looking for a little bit of defense in that kitchen, which is one spot that didn't really get assaulted in the previous round, but could be if they manage to get both thermite charges again. Daps having a huge round in that last round, picking up a lot of the early kills, helping to even up and destroy that lead that Astral had. Can he do
10
something
seconds
of
remaining.
the same sort again? Open it up, help his team edge ahead.
5 seconds to insertion.
Just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, because I know it was in a little bit up in the air after last game, but it is still first to 5 rounds or a 4-4 draw to head it overtime. No adjustments have been made yet, but we'll see. Camera is behind you, Daps. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Apparently
It's
you're not
okay,
the
I
only
still
one that
forget what
forgets
they are,
that. Yeah. That's Orchin.
I do it a lot.
So, Thermite straight into the garage. Does get one charge destroyed already. Now, Zed looking for a second one, and no. Jovi decides it is not worth playing that game again, and is making a move off to find a different hole to breach. Zed watching the doorway.
Still using one of the drop downs.
Exactly.
Easy go-to.
They are all reinforced as well, so might as well give it a shot. Daps is journeying in down the main spiral staircase. Conveniently enough, actually, no one from Astral is on the upper floors. Yeah. Yeah. Rook he's on the staircase, but he's not really on the upper floor. So this is kind of all in control of what I reported already.
So it looks like they're going to do a push straight from the west side and try to sweep back over. I'm sorry, the east side, and try to sweep back over to the west as a
West
full
side,
team.
best side.
Is it though?
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
Just give me your gang signs. Okay.
All right, okay.
So, Daps going to come down straight on top of Amethyst's head now if he's not too careful. Camera goes out there, and that shot should have given Amethyst all the information he needs, but he's just gone onto his phone right off the bottom of this camera. Daps has no idea he's there. Here we go, edging his way up the stairs. Daps is at the top of the stairs.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
No, he's gone back down into the piano room. Daps though, still making his way down. He's right around this corner to his left. Are you going to look the right way? Amethyst is looking just about up the stairs. Is he going to peek out? Here he comes. Does spot it, but loses the firefight.
Loses the
Daps
drop.
going huge again to open up the round for recorded reported. 45 seconds though, and they've got to get a move into this bomb site, and there's still 4 people down here for them to find. Zed will be the next player watching the stairs, and Dailycan has evened up the score with 1 kill here onto Elise.
Located a bomb.
Without the headshot, there's not much you can do against the FAMAS.
Doc in the kitchen looking for another kill. Dailycan gets the second one though. And the third from Zed now as he takes out Dabs coming down the stairs. Solsfos gets Jovi, and it looks like it's finally going to be a round on the board for the defenders, and it is. B-Sharp picking up the last kill of the round as recorded reported. Oddly left it a little bit too late to get in towards that bomb site, and all had to run into very well dug in Astral players. So, going to be happy with that one, I think. Definitely finding their flow, finding the rhythm.
Right.
And it once again, though, destroying that first thermite charge really did help their defense. Even though he didn't
Absolutely.
have to get both, it forced them all again to leave and come in one direction. They had that thermite charge, but they didn't try and use it on any other floors. They just came through the 2 very steady doorways, which this time they didn't lose the firefights. So, first Frost now coming out for recorded reported. Switching it up for the Bandit now that they're not going to be down in the garage.
And defuse bomb.
Can I just say in the chat, it's nice to see good sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Rainbow Six, you don't see a lot of nice shot, a lot of good plays, a lot of anything like that. It's, you know, it's cool to actually see it.
That's because in matchmaking there are no nice shots, there are only hackers. But 100% agreed. Nice to see good sportsmanship back and forth. And notice how she's moved it. But there was a hole made in the wall between the bomb sites, very much like we saw on Xbox. But here, it was done in about half a second with 1 gadget, rather than an entire operator, and 200 bullets.
5 seconds to insertion.
Oh.
Just a small time-saving observation.
You don't know anything about this game.
No, I know nothing about this game. But we do have the Buck back in play for B-Sharp. And we'll see how he manages to use it again. Didn't have the most of impact in the last attack round, but to be fair, not many people other than Zed had any impact from Astral in that last round on attack. But Daps tries to peek a window, and Sovs will shut him right down very, very quickly. as he is on the twitch this time. Zed taking the sledge, actually, looking for a slightly different route in through the garage, using that hammer for entry. B sharp outside a window. Picking up his drone because he tried to throw it in and missed it.
Just the bear paws in at the groin. Need both hands. Thing's heavy.
So, 9-9 is inside trying to track down this drone. Does find it, but they, of course, kept him busy and know exactly where he is because of it. He can right against the window, breaks one. Dog. So incredibly close, but does not know how close to death he may be.
These might be my least
shots coming in from either side.
This might be my least favorite windows on any map to try to push into.
Yeah, 100% agree. There's so many places to hide. As another drone spots out 9-line, and they're still trying to figure out where he is. He's spraying each window. He's got a lot to cover all on his own, but now he's getting support. But BKN takes down Sovs in this 4v4 now with 1:42 to go. Kent still looking in that one window, trying to keep an eye on the kitchen, see if there's anyone there. Don't do it, Daily Can. No need to move now. Zed coming in from the garage, starting to make holes up under the B floor, but there is a Jaeger trap there for him. We also have B Sharp here with his shotgun, who really the guy that made that hole in the floor for Zed. With another Daily Cam and Amethyst. Changed up directions now as they realize they're not getting into that end room ever so much. Coming in to the stairs, which has still got Zed in there as well. He's looking for one, does see the Rook. Can he win the firefight? Both tagging each other for now, but no deaths. Still no one down, and they do have to back on away. And B Sharp finds himself a kill into Elzin. We do see an opening now, 4v3 for Astral. 2 rounds to 1. Now looking to even up the score. Daily Can inside one of the objectives, sorry, just outside one of the objectives. Firing in as best he can. 9-line in the end room. Doesn't manage to get up BKN after he's been dropped, but he's edging slowly forward to try and see if he can see in onto the A site. He is the last man standing, as I've missed every kill in this round, but he can't quite finish off the diffuser, and B-Sharp's there to drop him down.
This spectator cam would just be fantastic with a minimap.
I would love a minimap.
A minimap would be something incredible
Yeah,
for being able to not miss kills.
Yep, yep.
Hopefully, it's right around the corner, hopefully.
Definitely going in my feedback. So, 2 rounds apiece. Astral's definitely finding their flow now, but definitely not going to count report it out.
IQ.
Out comes IQ indeed. Our trusted Fantastic 5 is being switched right up. Interesting that the Thatcher has been replaced by the IQ.
I guess their thought is it won't be basement. They don't need garage, and they can't seem to win the bandit plant anyway
Let's be fair. So Astral won that last round, attacking the top floor. Yes, they had a Thatcher. Where did he use his EMPs?
Nowhere. There's not really a lot of places.
There's nowhere like the garage doors on all these maps, which is the most common place using EMPs.
The top floor is too easy to find a way in, totally gadget free. So I guess with IQ having such good weapons, it's a great place to just win gunfights.
Exactly what it is. You don't need the Thatcher EMP grenades up here. There's so many other options. That, and people rarely try and sit somewhere to use a bandit trick on this floor at all.
Nothing.
So you run the IQ instead because she's got weapons that you prefer using. Personally, I still prefer the L85 over hers, but this is player comfort.
Right.
And,
if it's a gun you're good with, then
9-line is 100% on board with IQ.
And you're a little faster.
Precisely. The AUG. No, I think they're both 2-2.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. I see IQ so rarely, and I've still never played it.
Yeah, I can't remember if IQ's 2 or 1 because I've played it once.
I think actually no, I did. I played it once on your stream yesterday because I left it too late to actually pick someone, so I just spam clicked. I think I died 10 seconds into the round. Anyway, we are 20 seconds into this round, and Zed can hear them rappelling pretty close to him.
Drone's ready.
What are you up to? Is he trying to stay close enough to do a bandit trick on this wall, perhaps? He hears them spraying through the window. He knows he was droned out.
Watch for the blast.
Here comes the Ash explosion. Both one hole, but it's not one that he can see through. Now he's got to stay really close to this wall. As Ash tries to put some shots down through the top, sprays in through the opening, so incredibly close to Zed's head, and he has no idea.
Drone's up and running.
Ash has no idea.
Bomb located by attackers.
On a drone now. It seems to be. Zed knows there's a drone in here. C4's a window in case there's someone outside of it. It's not going to be there. Now they know where he is because they spot him on that drone, and Jovi's spraying on in. Will he see the drone? Oh, he might be in a terrible spot. he be seen from behind? I don't think so. He's certainly pinned in, that's for sure. 9line looking into the room. Can see through that hole in the other side if he's not careful, but he's paying very close attention to this angle with Zed pinned. Looking in again onto the drone, sees exactly where Zed is, trying to spray through the wall. Getting closer and closer, but not landing anything now. Ultimately wasting a lot of time here with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock to get in and plant this diffuser. Ultimately going for a very direct approach here. Our recorded reported.
Right, 3 people essentially on Zed right now.
Yeah.
Which is
Not
kind of a
clearing
waste
the
of
rest of the
resources.
building.
But if they get him, they know that he's the only person on B, and if they get him, they know they're almost guaranteed a plant.
That is true. But they've wasted a lot of time on it, and they're going to have to commit in a minute. They've got a minute left before this round is done. This is the most durable window in the world, having stood up to a C4 explosion. As we see our first player falling off a roof of the night, and Zed does drop down.
Goodbye. Night, night.
But Ash fell off a roof, so at the moment they don't know it, but it is still, or it was even numbers until they lost another kill. 9line getting Amethyst as well, and there's only 3 defenders left up now. B Sharp trying to get back towards the B bomb, defended as best he can, but Jovi is coming up the stairs to his right. 30 seconds, and the diffuser is outside the A bomb site. Flashbang comes in, they're completely blind, and they're going to get in through the window. Right behind the box is Doc. Down he drops to Twitch at very close range. But Joe Subs is in there, moving mid-reload, and he picks up 2 kills because of it. Does down 1, but then is immediately dropped off. Subs gets 2, in fact, as he finishes off BKN.
Sweeps it with the 3.
What a beautiful kill cam this is about to be. 1, and the down was on the floor. Very, very nice clutch in the end, as he picks up those last 2 kills to win the round, and finally take the lead for Astral. B Sharp, definitely a big Buck fan. Switches it back up to this as our defenders are all picked by recorded reporting. They're sticking with the tried and true. Definitely a much more steady meta for defenders here in North America so far. Far less chopping and changing on defenders.
No, definitely. Yeah, it's and again, I mean, we haven't seen much use out of Doc, but Doc has great weapons and a lot of armor, which is not a bad thing for defending.
Yeah, honestly, why I think he's being not for the special at all. Never even seen it used, or even tried to be used, which I don't think we're going to. Double taps are far too common. You're not going to get a revive at all. But only Frost has been dropped in a couple of times. But they are back in the basement now, so they have, of course, got Bandit back ready to try and pick off those pesky thermite charges. Not going to get any drones in through this door, buddy. They're all sitting outside. They know exactly where you are. They don't need to come inside yet. They'll wait until the round begins, and you've got bigger things to worry about. So we do see last-minute reinforcers going off on the top floor. Bandit actually a long way away from that garage door before the round starts, but knows he has easily enough time to get back there, sit down, put his ear to the wall, and listen. So let's see exactly how this goes down. Thermite's very close already. Thatcher is there. Flashbang going to go off. He's going to stare straight at it as he throws his grenade through the hole. We are also completely blind because Thatcher also stared straight at it. And Zed gets dropped out of a window by 9line, but the first charge will be destroyed by that battery.
Not a good start
Second
for the
charge
attack.
going off in the middle panel. Is the battery going to go down in time? It is not. Time to turn and run, Elazy, as that garage is breached right open. 4 versus 5, but the garage is now an option. They've also got 2 minutes left to get in through it, but there is smoke being thrown down. And of course, the perks of daylight means the defenders can see out far easier than the attackers can see in. So that will waste a little bit of time for recorded report. Lazy hiding down under that white van. Get a nice little look in, but is going to be droned out pretty sharpish. They can see his feet. That spot's been called out. We do have 1 player in on the stairs.
Clear the blast area.
And 1 player just above him looking the other way. This man. Daily Can picks up 9line and evens up the score and kills pretty rapid. B Sharp does come in through the stairwell now, but he's very, very close to a couple of defenders. Does he know how close? Takes up the first barbed wire, which will of course make a lot of noise. and allow Smoke to know that he is just around the corner. C4 goes off, doesn't get the kill. B-Sharp goes straight up top to try and shoot down through the floor to where he thinks Smoke may be hiding.
Recovered the bomb.
Or anyone.
Down to the corners.
Again with that Smoke, gets a couple of easy snipes onto the outside and is giving the advantage straight back to his squad, and he will have called out that that is also the diffuser being picked up. Dropped in the stairwell. Doc just used his ability after we said he never would to revive Bandit at 75 health from range. Cast Curse, Drax again strong.
If it can happen on the PC, it can definitely happen on the Xbox.
He's not wrong. Next Smoke goes out. 30 seconds, and Buck is stuck on the stairwell. He's got to get the diffuser, which he now does safely. Sorry, Ash has it. Somehow she picked it up a while ago, but now she's trying to push in through this tunnel. 15 seconds. She knows where Daps is, and she needs to make him move. Elise will pick up Soz from one side, and there's two players in this bomb site. As Jovi takes down B-Shap, walks in, gets one, but dropped from the left side by BKN. And we go 3 rounds to 3 as Astral ultimately ran out of time. Rushing in with 5 seconds to go. It's very rarely gonna pay off, let's be honest here. What are you seeing from these two teams so far then? Anything stand out? Particular aggression?
I think Astral lost their push. It seems they like to not only have Zed roaming on defense, but on offense, where they sort of make a team push and he's kind of pinching them from the other side. And Zed getting picked so early on seemed to really throw them off their game, which is, I think, why it took them all the way to 5 seconds to even try to make a move.
Sounds about right to me. They look for him to make that opening, and as soon as there's no opening that he's found, the other 4 players don't really know where to make their push. Well, that's how it felt.
Right, it's definitely not having Zed to take attention off of the side. I mean, we saw, even when he was defending, he had 3 players on him, which really took the attention off the rest of the team,
100%.
giving them place to go everywhere. And,
So, yeah?
No, that's it.
You done? Yeah. Back into the basement.
Excuse me, you done?
Wait, I just want to give you all your time to talk, but we'll scare into it. Back into the basement again then for Astral, still trying to defend this location successfully. No, wait.
10
Did they
seconds
do
left.
this? Have we lowered the round time and not been told about this? 3-3 should be overtime. It's not overtime, is it?
No, it is
No,
not.
it's not overtime, so they didn't defend this.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers
Yes,
have
they
dropped the
did.
bomb diffuser.
See? It's
I'm-
not just me.
Hello? I'm pretty positive they defended this, that when
Because
the
they
thermite
failed
backed
to
off.
defend it first time, but then the second time they destroyed 1 thermite charge, and then they ran off,
Yeah.
and then they did defend it.
Right.
I'm confuzzled. But either way, they are defending here, and now we've got a slightly different operator from recorded reported on attack. They've picked up a fuse now, which we'll see if they can use it to any effect to displace anyone within that garage. A much slower attack towards the garage itself actually coming out for them here now, as they do have a little bit more wariness. Not going to try and use the thermite charges on the door so fast. And they are taking their time with this. P90 from B-Sharp again, sitting here in the little side office, making himself a little hole to see in.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Now, Thatcher and Thermite making their way down towards the door as they lose their first player. Astral Daily Can picks up the kill onto Elise, and here comes a grenade and a Thatcher charge at the same time. Zed, however, miles away. Thermite puts the grenade right in the wrong spot. He's going to hurt himself with that. Zed goes to put the battery down.
That's how I throw grenades in this game a lot.
Does get it down, but there's no charge. Thermite there again. Battery goes down again. The charge is on the door, and the charge will go off because BKN this time picks up the Zed kill with a fuse.
Fuse takes him out.
Very, very nice. A little bit of different teamwork, but all relies on getting it here into the piano room, and BKN did it well. 4v4 as Ash is down now for recorded, reported on attack.
Bomb located by attackers.
And they slow down a little bit. They've got a minute. They have now got so many different directions to push from, having opened up this garage. But do they know where the Astral players are? B-Shap in a very precarious position, same as Sov. But it's only a deal if they get pushed from behind. And will they get pushed from behind? Well, that's on Rook and Smoke. Right now, Rook is right up on the top floor. Smoke on the lower stairs. And they are holding that push, making sure their teammates can't get pushed from behind. And right now, no one is even trying it. So Twitch drone comes in, spots 2 players inside the main room. Opening up the stairwell. Got to go through this barbed wire first, but they've only got 30 seconds to do so. Thermite now knows there's one behind the white van, and they know there's one behind the yellow pillar in the middle. Smoke now, pushing back to help his team out a little way. Amethyst picks up the opening kill. B-Sharp gets a second one as he peeks out. Now Sovs is there to help and gets a third, and it's all onto Thatcher, who gets tagged and dropped. And that was a very swift, smooth set of kills coming out from Astral to take round number 4.
So I've recently learned that Daily Can is actually duh lichen.
The lichen.
Like the lichen. Duh lichen.
Lichen?
Yeah.
But
duh
Daily Can
lichen.
sounds so much more amusing.
It's
But I am sorry, Delican, for butchering your name.
it's tough to tell, you know? Put a capital in there. So can you put... No, you can't put capital. Yes, you can. Put a capital in there.
As we see selection coming in. Console office and meeting room for recorder reporting going on upstairs again. And Astral once more with their trusty back. That is definitely their own fantastic 5 lineup. But
Right,
this
they're
time,
a fan of the book.
Sledge is back in the hands of Zed, like he did before. Looking for that, as you mentioned, slightly different attack angle coming from somewhere different. First time around it was the garage, making his way in through that hole with his big hammer. This time we'll see if he goes somewhere else and tries the same thing again. But can Recorder reported have 3 men focus 1 defender in that B-bomb site? Will they be that efficient? They also, of course, did have BKN now, but last time around it was 9line inside that end office, the console office, holding 3 or 4 people from the roof and on the windows in their own little defense. So they had their own set replacement, so to speak.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
Let's see if they can do the same thing. They have started their attack. Delican, that I am now pronouncing wrong, making his way in from the far end.
Every day is a learning experience.
Drone activated.
I like that you can. It's like you get a different one every day.
Yeah.
There is a Jaeger on this floor. Do they know about it? Not yet from the openings. Smoke and everyone else is
Lagging or
upstairs.
just walking weird? Doing like a speedy and then a slowdown and
BKN and Daps both holding the center room. Daps so far having a very, very good game.
Drone's up and running.
Opening up and topping the board, even though BKN technically has more kills for his team. As Delican and B-Sharp and Sovs sharing the load on their opponent's side. They do start opening up a couple of windows and the shots are raining on in as Zed is the first man to fall again with another slightly out of position push, but he is caught out by 9line, who is also miles away from the rest of his team. So a very nice roam by that Jaeger. Now he's a little bit cautious that he's going to be hunted by the enemy team, but the rest of Astral don't really seem to mind about where he is. A small peek down from Amethyst, but I'd be very surprised if he goes any further into that basement, and it doesn't look like he will. More shots firing off by Astral in through windows and from the top. They're still trying to find their opening. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, and they've got to pick a bomb site and make their way soon. More holes being made up, doors being breached by B-Sharp. But it is not doing too much to phase recorded reported. They are holding their spots, holding their angles, watching their windows, waiting for the inevitable push. And here comes Amethyst.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Daylarkin is dropped by 9line again with a good pick-off as that roamer. And once more, Amethyst immediately turns himself around and goes slightly back down the stairs. Now Sovs comes in through another window. He's going to come straight towards one of these objectives shortly, but he's broken that door and now they know where he is.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
B-Sharp and Sovs looking with that crossfire. Here we go, he spotted the Rook now behind the bomb, but Rook can see him. Neither of them landing their shots just yet as Elise kills off B-Sharp outside the other window. Now Jovi will pick up the kill, and a 5th one comes in to finish them off for a clean 5-man ace without a single death, as 9line picks up 3 with some very solid Jaeger play that round. 4-4. Here comes overtime.
And once again, I think a lot comes down to that roamer play. If when Zed wins his gunfight against the roamer, then they make a great push. When Zed fails, their push falls apart.
Yeah, 9line did an amazing job in that round, picking up so many of the kills and just tearing apart Astral bit by bit. And now he's got a chance to do it again. They're picking the garage though, so they're back downstairs, but he is on that Jaeger again. Can he do it once more? So, first map, first game, into overtime once more. Kind of what we expected, right?
Yep, I would definitely say so. Given the teams.
Give the teams, given the caliber and the balance that we have. Exactly what everyone was expecting. Definitely a sign of things to come.
Like a long night.
Wasn't going to go there.
A lot of Rainbow Six.
I'm okay with a lot of Rainbow Six.
I am too. I've obviously been pretty excited about the NA.
I do kind of associate the words Rainbow Six with caffeine now, though.
Yes. And
Attackers
sadly
are moving to
Red
defuse a bomb.
Such a fanboy. Oh my god.
I can't help it.
Here comes our attacking squad. Dayliken rings out his drone in the meter office again, checks that clear for himself, and will inevitably make a quick push in. Doesn't see this player lying here in the main lobby though. It does now. Sees 9line behind that main reception desk. Force him to reposition down into the spiral staircase, but the drone is spotted. Okay. Now realizes it is open. In he goes. Looks for that first camera, but he's already been killed. He's got a teammate in here.
Oh, he's so close to seeing him.
And his teammate is back. Looking for 9line. They've already taken a lot of damage off Elise here at that back door, as the garage door has been blown right open, on the first attempt. But Daps, they're around the corner. Daps picks up the first kill again. Does really good work outside that garage door for recorded reported. Every time it's been open, he's picked up 1 or 2 kills at least through it. Now, the rest of Astral are trying to close in on 9line. Apart from Zed, who's doing a slightly different job. Can he make it work this time, or will he lose the firefight? It has been a turning point in the round every single time so far. Got to make it work this time. Daps is on the stairs right next to him. Now he knows exactly where Zed is, thanks to all the noises barbed wire is going to make. Going to take quite a job to destroy it as well.
Hefty barbed wire.
As we now see teammates closing in around Zed. He's losing options here. 9line again on that stairwell, keeping teams busy. Smoke, throwing some smoke out onto the stairs as well, and pushing Zed straight back up again. Goes for a crafty flashbang, but ultimately just has to leave. It's just there for the noise. Buck now leads the charge down the spiral staircases. We've only got a minute left on the clock. They've got to try and find one. Sov is in his teammate's sight. Daps just going to be sprayed in general direction. Returns fire, and Zed does kill him for it. Now Delican kills up Elise, and suddenly this is looking good for Astral. But now 9line makes his peak. Takes one down really, really low, but can't land the kill, and Zed will finish him off. Only 2 members of recorded reported left, and 35 seconds on the clock. They're both, however, in and very close to the bomb sites. Now they don't know where their attackers are coming from, but the diffuser has been dropped. 1 player down. Buck, very, very low as well. BKM picks up 1 kill onto Zed, and now they're going to push in towards the B bomb site. Here they come around the 1 hallway. Oh, and he peeks straight in, but Jovi will pick up 1 kill as there's a player down, but he can't pick up the kill onto Delican, and BK and Jovi don't manage to hold out the defense.
The door bugged.
Not sure what door Delican is talking about, but they won the round, so
I guess
they
it all
can't
worked
be
out.
too upset.
It's in their favor.
Now, back to this trusty 5 for Astral. Down into that garage again, looking for that bandit trick, but this time recorded, reported, learnt from their mistakes earlier on, and learned from what succeeded in the previous time they attacked this garage.
So we
taking
got
that fuse again.
So we'll see this time if Zed's going to be ready for it.
Attackers need to locate
See if
and
they can
defuse
control the
bombs.
piano room. That is the important thing here. At the very least, they either need to keep him out, or if they do have a man up there that dies, Zed knows that he's going to get a fuse on his head any second, so he needs to reposition instead.
Right.
So, while it's ideal that his teammate stays alive, At least if he dies, he gains a little bit of information to help his squad out. So, drones playing round and round the merry-go-roses. Something with the Lycan.
Nope. It's a good try, though.
Round and round the roses. Or ring around the roses. Ring around the Lycan. He kills one, but there's a second one in there. He doesn't know that, though. But he also only has 6 seconds left to get the rest of these reinforcers out.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb
See
and
who
defuse
is
it.
in the piano room. Right now, no one, but Rook is real close. So, it's going to be on that man to keep control of it as they do start to make a slow push towards the building again. Use of the quick upend on his head.
Drone is ready.
That does get spotted by that drone. Can't actually see himself. We can, but he's not looking for it. He's watching for grenades coming in, so he is in full view of that drone right now.
Maybe he just wants to dance for it.
Maybe he just wants to dance for the drone. You're not wrong.
But that's
So-
going to give Fuse a pretty exact location.
Yeah, Fuse an exact location, but he's still got to get past the Rook. He's going to go in through the window. Rook's on his right, he doesn't notice. That's not Rook, that's Ash. There's Rook. They know where Rook is because Ash is firing on him. But he turns his back at the last second and Rook will drop him for it. Now it's all on Ash to try and kill him off and at least get his teammate off. But he's been flanked by Delican, but he will get the kill in. It doesn't matter so much. Elise then opens up the kill in. Now they get a second man in. Zed kills BKN though from inside with a C4. Amethyst held it off as Fuse does get killed by that Rook. Other man out through the window. Zed still underneath them. More holes being blown towards the garage door so they can try and shoot underneath if nothing else. Now, killing off more batteries, trying to get Thermite inside to at least blow open one of those garage doors. Twitch now, even on a drone, trying to do the same thing. Can she get it inside? Sovs is still looking through the hole. She gets it in, but there's no batteries left for her to kill. Thermite now will breach this garage door. A minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. They're getting it in, but Zed made a push into the piano room, picks up a kill for it, goes out through a window, picks up 2 more, goes absolutely huge on this round, and it's exactly what you said. Peeking outside, he knows there's one there, but he's being called back by his team. Now he can hear him, goes for the kill, isn't gonna get it, but he did the damage. It's now 3v1, and Nyline has 50 seconds and no diffuser to get inside. Looks a little bit lost now, in all fairness. Where does he go? He can't get the diffuser because it's completely exposed. Down then through the spiral staircase is his choice. Doc is on the A-bomb looking the other way. Pre-fire though will prompt them all to turn around and look in his direction. He's got 20 seconds to get back down the other end now if he wants their attention to be distracted.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. He doesn't have the time to get that diffuser and get inside to pick it up. And Zed might have just won the round and the entire map for Astral Gaming. In they go. Sovs is behind the white van. Sovs will get the kill. And that's Defenders winning round 2 and match point. GG Astral as they take home map number 1.
See, it's the plays, it's the plays like that one to just know, to have the awareness, to know how hard RR wanted to get that Thermite door open and knowing how focused they were on it and taking advantage of that to run all the way outside and just balls to the walls, tear them apart.
It's those high risks, high reward plays
Right.
which could make you the hero of your team,
Absolutely.
could also get you kicked if you do it too often. But it worked out for Zed that time around, put him at the top of the board,
Right.
won them the map more importantly over everything else. But there were some
Definitely.
other very, very good players in that game. The Lycan had a couple of shine out moments. BKN and Daps kept doing so much work. Daps picking up kills through those windows outside those garage doors were big for both of those squads.
Work in the SMG-11.
Yeah, that SMG-11, that pocket sniper, as you love to bucket up.
With the silencer, my favorite thing that I
Silencer
haven't
too.
seen much of yet. So
Are they going to transfer it over towards Oregon, or is it going to be a completely different story? We are about to find out. Map number 2, Oregon, between Astral Gaming and Recorded Reported, is coming right up on your screens in a second. And I think we're getting another overtime round, not going to lie.
yeah, probably going to be a long one. It should be good though.
Yeah, excited, looking forward to it. Seeing if we get any differences in operators here. Definitely going to see more Buck here from B Sharp. He's going to love to use that on the bottom here.
Looks like we're going to do a restart.
Oh, okay. They were on the wrong sides. We'll get the admins to confirm or deny that. I just hit the start button. There's no word on me. I
Alright.
don't think I can stop the game from this end. To be completely honest, nope. Not without everybody leaving and the lobby being remade.
And that's what's going to happen.
So, we'll get that fixed and solved in just a minute. They should have swapped sides. Nobody told me. That's okay.
Just,
Oh, is
you're
it
out of
PC?
control on the camera.
I got a controller. I don't even need to give it. I'm used to Xbox Live. Have to hand the controller over, but now there's a mouse and a keyboard down there. So let's talk about that first map. Let's talk about Consulate and how well it went. We saw a couple of different openings, a couple of different strategies, but ultimately it came from let's try and boost his carriage. If we can, we get another reach in through the garage.
Right.
If we can't, we're kind of a bit stuck. We've all got to push from the one same tunnel entrance.
It's interesting to see how many different ways people come up with to get rid of Bandit on that wall. And I will say I was kind of happy to see that it is definitely still possible to win the Bandit plant trick. It seemed like something that was really popular that was fading out quickly. Like people had developed so many counters that no one could do it, but Zed clearly showed us that it is very possible to still do.
To be fair though, and I think this is part of what makes the Bandit trick so good. One, yes, he made it work first time ever. Two, there was plenty of different ways that Recorder Reported could adapt and beat it and stop him from happening a second time around.
Right.
But they had to make a lot of changes in their play and things to get it done. And three, to make it happen, it recorded a lot of teamwork from both squads. Both to
Exactly.
stop it and to get the actual trick to land.
Right.
So that, I think, is a perfect part of the game, and I really hope it doesn't get changed for that.
Absolutely. No, it becomes a team dynamic of how do we set up to best protect Bandit to let him keep that door closed.
Yeah.
And then if it stays closed, defending team's in a really good spot. Even if they lose a player or two defending it, again, that first round where they kept it closed and lost, that was just bad gunplay, which ultimately no strategy can succeed if you just can't land the shots.
No, but that definitely changed as the game progressed. The bad gunplay
For sure.
vanished, and both teams were on point with landing these shots and had some very back and forth, very active gunfights. But then we took the switch up and we went upstairs, and we had very similar, while at the same time quite different strategies to defending that. We had often two players up the far end away from the bomb site defending their offices up there, while we kept one player in that B bomb site and locking them all down.
Right.
But then we have from Astral, one player off, 9 lions actually, from Recorded Reported, off and around the rest of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the basement, down in the lower levels, and flanking up and down from around and tearing Astral apart. As I said, who just sat in the bomb site and still had the attention of 3 players locking him in.
Right. No, I was surprised that he was the battery guy, because I feel like he would have been doing very similar to 9line. And but either way, it did seem like they were kind of 9line and Zed were often doing their own thing, where whichever one won really put the weight on the other team.
100%.
So if 9line killed Zed, Astral was in a very bad spot. If Zed killed 9line, vice versa.
And now obviously, as you mentioned, Oregon is going to be doing a very, very similar, if not exactly the same thing, because of how big of a rumor impact match it is. But it doesn't have any garage doors or anything like that you're going to need the
plant.
Yeah, need that bandit to just sit there and use his battery trick. It's going to be both of them.
I think it's going to
around
be
the map.
very roamer heavy and basically a race to see which team can get rid of the stragglers and then make the push.
Who do you see being our second roamer for either squad? Does anyone stand out to you being that second guy?
Maybe Dabs, if he does like playing smoke. I could see him being a roamer. As for Astral, I'm not positive.
I agree,
honestly.
but I feel like he was playing smoke in more of a static role.
It was pretty static, but that may
have just been
change
the
with
map.
Origin.
Yeah,
or
that may
Oregon.
have just been the map. But
Right.
honestly, Oregon also does not favor so much, but does support static players
Right.
in that basement.
It definitely
If he
does.
sits up that far end by construction, uses that Mach 11 firing onto hold, or even up the other end firing onto the stairs,
Mhm.
and then as they start to push down, just start smoking it.
Right.
Smoking it. It's not too bad for him to sit in that spot. So I feel like it may not be his job. to
Right, it
run
could
around
go
there.
anyway. I mean, I'd be interested to
They
see
did
which
often
players.
have a Jaeger and a Bandit. So, and I apologize if I get who was playing the Bandit. But I feel that may be our second roamer for Recorded Reported. And we'll see how well he does.
I think so.
But yes, Astral, anyone, do you think, maybe?
Off the top of my head, I I mean, Delikin seemed pretty aggressive in some of his
That's
plays.
where I was gonna
That's
go, yeah.
he would probably be the other Astral guy to step up and kind of move around. I feel like two roamers playing semi close to each other can do a lot. They open up 2 crossfire angles and keep somewhat of a degree of cover on each other. They may only run 1 roamer. I mean, they seem to be comfortable with the 4-in-1 split a lot.
I feel like on the basement, the 4-in-1 split may still work, and they may go with it. I feel like when they have to move upstairs towards the bedrooms, 2 roamers is so powerful.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
of those both towers, because everyone's open and exposed on a roof a lot of the time.
Right.
And even once they do get inside upstairs, it's very long open corridors and long open spaces that 3 people can cover pretty easily.
Absolutely.
So it'd be interesting to see exactly what strategy they decide to take with it. But we do have everyone in game, everyone's on the right side, and now we're going to find out exactly how they set it up and stop speculating. So,
We
sorry
are
about that short
Gucci,
bit.
in the words of Dabs.
Yeah, Dabs, we Gucci.
We Gucci.
God, that's homely. So English from these American teams. But there we go. So, B Sharp then, there is the buck, as I suspected, switching it up now that they are on their correct team as the attackers. And BKN, there's our bandit player. My bad, buddy. He did have a couple of big rounds, admittedly on defense more than he did on... in fact, no, I'm chatting complete crap, because when he was defense, I was about to say he's having big rounds on Rooks and Docks, because he had those MP5 kills.
Yeah.
But he switched it up now to bandit, and we'll see if he still can. Elise then taking that Frost, which we've seen so pivotal on the Origin basement defense.
I think with Oregon, it's Frost with that such a powerful shotgun. It is the ability to just move quickly through rooms with Frost as a roamer. Is,
and her traps, more than
and the
anything
traps,
else.
of
We've
course,
seen traps win rounds easily when they're put in the right places. I see exactly
it prevents
where
all
these
the
go down.
ninja plants.
This one
Shocker!
slows down their push into the
So
room
that's
massively.
that one particular trap might be the most unanimous thing across all platforms and all regions. EU, NA, everywhere.
Unless the map gets changed, it's going to always stay that way too.
Right.
Because when you can just dart in, get in that corner and hide from all damage while you plant, you need that there. Otherwise, you can lose the round on it.
And you
it's
have
so
to
easy
fully
defend.
peek into the room to take that out without a grenade or anything else. If you want to shoot that trap out, which you know is going to be there, you have to peek past the opening hallway that they can pick you from. You have to peek pretty much enough to get hit from almost anywhere in that room, besides the little laundry closet.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see exactly how Astral decide to deal with it, if at all, for that matter. They may just go and kill everyone or go for the other bomb site. We'll have to wait and watch. Zed then is doing what we saw a couple of other times. And coming from a completely different direction to the rest of his team. Through the tower this time around, as they are looking to come through the front end of the building with Twitch, and the far sides of the building with Ash and Buck. So very, very widespread attack forming from Astral, but ultimately doing the job as clearing the entire rest of the building before they make their push in. Now, BKN and 99 have both been spotted inside the main meeting hall. One hole has been made, but he can't land the kill as Zed opens up onto BKN with 1. That was a nice spot, thanks to B Sharp's drone. Zed peeks in from the garage picket, but 99 will finish Zed off in return. Now 99's pinned and is downed by B Sharp. Does he know about it though? There we go, he done. Finishes him off. As Sovs finish off Dabs as well. Now there's only 2 defending players left, 4 recorded reported. Thermite blowing a hole in the main entrance and actually kills himself with his thermite explosion.
That's a little bit embarrassing, I feel like.
That's very embarrassing.
I'd
100%.
be a little...
Twitch top of the stairs.
I'd be a little mad at myself, which he appears to be.
I would love a feature to turn that off.
Yep.
Nice sense of humor. Drones come down the stairs. Twitch has been spotted right at the bottom. Peeks in and solves with a pre-fire. Picks up the kill. Jovi now with it all to do. 3 to find and a minute to hold out for. Those ones coming down the stairs. Twitch making as much noise as possible, of course. Got to destroy that barbed wire as the grenades and the fire starts coming down through the trapdoor hole, which was conveniently made by Amethyst. But it was price he paid for with his life. Astral using all the time they have. 40 seconds now left. Tracking down where BKN is. Sorry, Jovi is.
He throwing flashbangs at a drone?
Throwing flashbangs in to wherever they might be, just to keep him hidden, respected, and locked in. But the plant is going down in that little spot in the corner. There's one on the stairs, and he can't land that kill. Now realizes there's one behind him. Can he get the kill? He does pick up B Sharp.
Beautiful shot.
But there's two more to find now on towards the stairs, and he knows the hole in the floor is open. Where are they going to be? Shots coming in through the floor, and that's got to be all it needs to finish him off. Round 1 to Astral with a very convincing attack after picking up a lot of those kills very, very quickly and early into the round.
Once again, we see how rough of an angle that is to try to hit somebody once that hatch is open. It is a very hard room to defend from the bottom.
So we mentioned how this is going to be won or lost by roamers, and I feel that round was specifically lost by the reported roamers, because they did nothing but die very quickly.
Right.
And very spread out. And they only had 2 people left inside the objective at that point. Frost and Rook were the only 2 left inside to do anything about the impending attack afterwards. And they, of course, got picked apart, thanks to some very quick drone play and cheeky pre-fire coming in from Twitch. Can they do the same on attack, or will Astral have a better defense? Let's find out. We do see IQ back on the board now then, instead of Thatcher once more, because, as we mentioned, this basement is not somewhere where Thatcher is necessarily needed. Did see a couple of players in games earlier in the week trying to plant mute charges in the basement on top of the sink underneath that main lobby trapdoor, but honestly, not even sure that works. It definitely didn't in any of those games, so that was a waste of operator and gadget again.
Great place to take Rook instead, don't you feel?
I really do. I think Rook, you know, would have been a bit of an asset. Not a huge one, just a bit of one.
Which we did see even that last game. While Rook did lose, ultimately 3 versus 1, he took a lot of bullets. He took a lot of various bullets from a lot of different places, giving him ample opportunity to make a comeback.
I feel like we've got that point across now. I really do. I feel bad. It's so easy. Like beating a dead horse. So, here comes the attack from Recorder Reported. Definitely more spread out this time around. Not coming from, sorry, not less spread out this time around than the attack from Astral. Astral, of course, coming all from the other end of the building, completely cleaning it. Then making their way in towards the objective. Now, though, we've got Sovs and Zed, RR2 roamers around the map for Astral. And we'll see if they can pick in or not. The drones are going up in towards the tower, but they cannot see the top floor, so Zed might have got away with his positioning in there. Sovs, however, is on droneable land, so will he get spotted? He is at quite of a distance, though. So he's got to time his push back very, very well to actually make an impact. Diffuser's been picked up again. Recorder Reported are making their push through the tower, is what they have decided, as they do now know Zed is there, as he misses a fair beast of shots on top of Ash's head. A little bit of a tag, but nothing to finish her off. But again now, they know that it is not clear. Elise opens up onto Soz as he makes a mistimed push back from that kitchen. Now, they're making their push in slowly towards the objective. B-Sharp kills 9 Lion again, as Zed has decided it's time to make his push down, but Twitch spots him out. Down into the basement we go. Looking for Jovi, but the shots come off and Jovi will pick up the kill, giving them the advantage on attackers again, as there is 4 members now from Recorder Reported in the meeting room above this bomb site. Here we go, B-Sharp and Amethyst, 2 members holding B-bomb, as Smoke goes up behind it, and before I can switch to him in time, dies. Last 2 men inside then, holding against 4. No trapdoors dead just yet, but they are inside the A bomb site. Diffuser is down though. Till then, being picked up. It's complete smoked out the end of the room. Amethyst is going to peek through one hole and does pick up 1 kill, but the diffuser
Right
is
before
in
the
the
smoke
magic
gets there.
corner and is trying to plant it, but can't. There we go, they hadn't spotted the bomb. Now he can plant it. Starts the plant going down, but Amethyst will get a 2nd kill onto Daps before it happens. Now he's looking for a little bit more positioning. Can he find where the diffuser? He knows exactly where it's going to be, but BKN kills off B-Sharp in his back. Now he knows he's got 2 to find and a double-pronged threat from either direction. Can he get out into this corridor? Not quite, but the shots come flying across. Goes for the prone peek. Now he's got an opportunity to peek in. Can he find Jovi? Sees him! Not in time. Amethyst is dropped, but he got so close. And recorded
Beautiful
reported.
shot by Jovi.
Yeah, very nice. And here you'll see it again.
Gets him
Right
with, I think, the
through
first bullet out of the gun.
melon. Down onto round 3 as we go 1 round apiece. Again, out the gate. Attackers having a great time, as seems to be the theme. Slight operator swap then from recorded reported now. Frost is on to Dabs. And back to our Astral trusted 5. Not fantastic because there's no Thatcher, but trusted as they've got back.
We about to lose BKN, or is he just really undecided? No,
Really
there he is.
undecided. I mean, he took the Jaeger last time around. Sorry, the Bandit last time around. This time he's back onto that dock. Honestly, might be the better choice, especially the way they played. A lot of people were killed very early when they had so many roamers. Frost is likely going to do the same thing again, looking for those early long-range shotgun kills.
Right.
And having that extra turret man with smoke and the 3 armor down in the basement may be what they need here.
At least they're changing it up, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Clearly the faster operators with less armor was not working for them. Like you said, they all got picked off very quickly, so going with a little more health, a little more durability.
5 seconds left.
Where are you going to spawn this time around, Astral?
Cover their diffuser.
2 in the construction site. The others, once again, spread all the way around the map.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Playing diffuser, juggling. 9 line in the kitchen. Here comes B Sharp from that direction. Not going inside so early this time around. Same with Sovs, and they're not clearing quite so much of the building. But 9 line goes upstairs as Dabs heads back towards the basement. 9 line. Can you do as much damage in this round as you have done in previous ones? That drone, I think, just about spotted him. Takes a lot of bullets to actually finish it off. But now Sov's looking to come up through the window. Will repel and breach inside. Knows exactly where to look for 9 line. He is going to hunt him. They do need to try and kill him before they make a breach downstairs. And Zed is also coming up in towards this top floor through the windows. Corner. Is he going to show himself? He is going to show himself. Shots come flying out, but he can't get the kill. But he will
right
return through the
wall.
wall. Sov kills up 9 line, and that's a huge advantage here for Astral already. 2 minutes left on the clock, and they know they're safe from the top floor. They can start making pushes down, start making plays towards the rest of the map. They've droned it out, so they're sure, and they are suddenly starting to collapse in. Zed's down on the bottom floor now, as the drone is checking the meeting room. Amethyst is checking it with his ACOG. They are ready. Minute 23, and the thermite charge is going down. Puts it as close to the wall as possible so he can see if he can blow a hole in there. And he's stuck on the top of it again.
Wow.
I have honestly never seen that before.
I know it's a thing, but I always play thermite, and that has never happened to me. But I do know that it is a thing that happens. I really
twice
thought it
in
was
a row.
That's like getting struck by lightning. I feel like I have not seen that ever personally, but I know that it exists.
That is a painful way to lose a player. And very unlucky. So 4v4 now with 50 seconds left on the clock. It's recorded, reported. I've got to pay attention to that hole. Kill holes though all the way along the back wall, and Elise is there. And a Frost down in the laundry room. Delican throws out a drone. He's going to try and spot either of them. We'll see one here in the laundry room. And he knows the kill holes are on the backside with Elise. Delican trying to fire off shots into that Frost sitting on the floor, but can't quite land them. But now they've got her pinned in the back room. There's Elise's smoke. Zed can't see him. Does see Jovi though. Gets a couple of shots off, but can't get the kill. Is now prone in. Delican drops in and picks up the first kill onto Daps. Now Jovi will come through and does down for down onto B Sharp. Now Elise drops down for down. Doc comes straight out and slaughters the remaining members of Astral. BKM picking up 3 kills in that round, going huge on Doc. I think that last second Doc decision and the unsure-ability and the swap back, definitely
that helped them a lot. Yeah.
That is
clearly it was a tough choice for him, but it was a smart one.
So I can't help but feel Astral's fall there. Yes, they picked up the early kill on the Roma, so they knew where they were relatively safe from. but they didn't make use of the free space they were given once he died.
Right.
They all still came from the same direction. They all were still pinned in a very small space.
And not only that, they got the hatch open, of course. And yes, he dropped down and he killed Frost, which helps a lot. But they gave up the top. They didn't cover the hallway anymore. They didn't have anybody left watching. I mean, if you keep somebody up by that hatch right there, watching the hallway, it prevents basically everything.
Yeah, Doc pushing where he did to get that last kill would
Doc
not
would have never
happened.
made it in there.
He'd have been slaughtered before he even got close.
And I think that Zed or somebody else downstairs maybe could have had a shot at handling Frost once the shooting started.
In Astral's defense, I feel that job would have been Thermites.
Right.
But unfortunately, they lost him for whatever reason. You lose a player, you should be able to adapt to being that player down.
Right.
You shouldn't just continue running the same strategy.
I do agree. It
with
would have
4 players.
probably been an easy win if they had not lost Thermite due to that bug. But I don't think dropping down for that kill on Frost, while it did work perfectly, it wasn't a good trade, giving up the top like that just to get the Frost kill, who's
I mean, to be
kind
fair,
of...
Delay can drop down for it, Zed went down the stairs. There were still 2 other players left
Right.
that could have also been up top to look down through there. So I don't want to put it all on Delican for dropping, as Elise opens up this round, in fact, very, very quickly with an early kill onto Astral. Where are you, Elise? Easily. You're right out. Obviously shot that very early peek here from Jaeger. Here is Zed covering the backside. This is what I would have liked to see him doing in the last round when he was on the attacking team, coming from this direction.
Right.
To draw attention in a different way. Also note how Reported won the round beforehand. They had players, 1 in the A with the diffuser down, 1 coming from behind, and ultimately getting the kill there to win that round. So yeah, the threat of that double prong is also very, very powerful, as well as blowing that trapdoor in the main room.
But you need a player who will play smartly aggressive when they're going to try to kind of draw for attention. Zed, I feel, kind of is more of a risk taker and makes more of an aggressive push that will either yield him a kill or get him killed.
Yes,
if you're
definitely what we saw on the last map.
If you're going to push somebody around the back to try to draw attention away from the front, you need somebody who will kind of go for some noise, maybe do some damage, but ultimately try to stay alive more than anything else, not necessarily lock down any kills.
100% agree, and that does not sound like Zed's style.
No, it does not.
He is normally the guy that drops through the hole and picks up the
Oh, and the other team did not reinforce this wall this time. Astral did not, I'm sorry. Which gives our full view into laundry.
Speaking of a very aggressive push on the backside, BKN makes the most of Zed pushing this way and picks up the kill on him in the back stairs. Amethyst immediately answers onto Daps though, as now Delican is prone inside Elise's sights. So immediate answers, and we're back into a 4v2 situation again with Astral with just 2 men up to defend. Doc and Rook. Could this be our 2-round lead here for Reported? Are they going to open it up with a 3-1 star? 9 Lion immediately says yes and kills off B Sharp, and now it's all on Amethyst. He picks up 1 kill, looks for the 2nd kill, does hear him close but can't quite land the shots. Now he's revealing himself to the hole, but it doesn't matter. BKN came behind, finishes him with ease, and we do get a 3-1 lead for Reported.
Interestingly enough, Astral picked this map. Interestingly enough for the Astral, I'm sorry, I can make words. Let me try this again. Oregon, interestingly enough, was picked by Astral. There we go, I can say this. And they don't look all that comfortable on it. We've seen a lot of we've seen this map played a lot so far, and their attacks have been more or less okay, but
I'm interested to know how these teams are scrimming and why they think they're confident on these maps, because this is not the first time we've seen teams pick a map which they clearly think they're good on, or at least they're better than the other team on,
right,
and then fall flat on their face during so.
Right.
So are they scrimming, not having the best results on things again? Well, it's only a scrim, we were just messing around, we're probably really good, and then we'll pick it anyway. Or are they just scrimming against bad opponents, or are they scrimming badly, or is scrims literally like ranked 5s or something? Like, how are they judging their own skill on these maps? Because it doesn't seem like they're using a very good scale.
Maybe it's just either strategy or design. I mean, clearly a lot of teams are used to the exact same meta we've seen both on Xbox, PC, EU, and A. Everybody reinforces the same things here. A lot of the same halls and doors
I
are
was
opened
about
up.
to say that, but notice here the hallway above this meeting hall, not reinforced here, but blown open.
Right.
Xbox, that was reinforced every time when we used this top block. So there are small differences, 100%
Yes.
agree.
But maybe it's a map that people have just, because it's so big, they've spent more time on, so they start feeling more comfortable, so they vote for it, not realizing maybe what they're doing is kind of what everyone's comfortable doing. I couldn't really tell you.
We'll have to find out.
I personally like opening up that little bridge a lot. I think it's a getting...
But as we mentioned, this is a map that's so powerful when you're defending this top fort with 2 roamers because the damage you can do to people on roofs, and that little hallway gives you so much view onto the roof, as Daps is now in there doing
And it is
exactly
so hard during the daytime to see back into it as well.
that. Yes, exactly.
Very hard.
So actually, much closer setup from Recorded Reported than expected. 9line and Dabs, yes, they are the 2 slightly further away from the objectives, but not too far, as 9line now is spraying down into the main staircase, but he's got Sovs coming up behind him. Let's see who can grab this first kill. He's making holes into the garage underneath him, but Sovs is right outside him on the window. Amethyst is on his drone, so they're going to soon spot exactly where it is that he's hiding. Let's see if Sovs can get him in through there. He's coming up through the holes he's made in the floor, but with enough time for him to turn and run. Daps does open the kill onto Zed from that little meeting hall walkway. Sovs now makes himself known from outside that window. Spray comes out, oh, he does spot him, but Sovs gets up the kill onto 9line, so we are 1 kill apiece. Now Sovs gets inside, looks for BKN, gets a tag but no frag. BKN turns to continue pushing into the lobby and has to turn and run as he gets shot from outside as well. Still taking a lot of damage, but he's kept Sovs pinned in that room for now. Thermite right down outside now, looking to come back into the garage because he knows it's safe up above now. But he also had the call, the dock is down here somewhere. A-bomb has been found now that they're starting to open up this window. Ash, of course, got through that castle barricade with ease, but Dabs is looking to fire from down the hallway. More pre-spray from Delican, but can't quite land any damage on anyone yet. Thatcher starts to make his, Thermite starts to make his way up as well. Sovs now droning in towards the tunnel, will spot out Dabs but loses drone for it, so he's going to keep spraying onto this wall and try and get a lucky shot, but they've got 30 seconds left and still 4 players to find, trying to get in to this upstairs bomb site fast and with the diffuser. We'll follow the diffuser. 20 seconds left, and Delican has to get inside and get the plant down. Does go in. There is a prone Rook on the floor. Does get the kill, but he'll die as well for it, or at least get downed, and that's put the diffuser down. Now Thermite has to go and find him, get him up, and he's got 3 players to find. Gets completely surrounded, and it's match point for Recorded Reported.
Is it 4-1 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Honestly, very nice, very patient play from them.
Right.
Letting the Astral guys push in towards it, waiting for their moment to strike and use that peak. And again, Daps with that Mach 11 beast mode play from Smoke, picking people off from the meeting room away ultimately, but from quite a range, opening it up, giving them that early advantage, and again taking out Zed, taking out one of the aggressive roamers who Astral have clearly been relying on to make that opening pick and give them some kind of opening. When that opening doesn't come from there, they seem a little bit stuck.
Right, their pace of play changes dramatically with or without them.
Yeah, and
Once
again,
they definitely like, which it's a great strategy. I mean, the 4-1 pin, just again, it's a very high risk, high reward. If you were kind of doing a 3-2 split, you sort of have somebody to cover up, get the trade. But if they lose him, they lose 1 player at no advantage to them whatsoever.
Yeah, and once again on attack, when they lose him, they're down to the last 10 seconds of the round before they start pushing in again. They're just completely stuck. And again, credit to Recorded Reported for making them do that and letting them do that. When that team is playing that slow, when they know they're scared, don't get aggressive. Don't push into them. Wait, let them. They've still got to come to you. They're going to come to you. and they did it so well and picked up a lot of those kills in the last couple of seconds.
Right. It's a great game because it's really two pretty well-matched teams that play very differently. Very differently.
Zed's score there says everything about the way he's doing. 1, 2, and 5. That has been his game right now. He just cannot find an opening, cannot open with a kill. Dabs, yes, it's not been so wonderful for himself, but that kill that he got the last round was pivotal. And the assists he's got haven't always been there.
And note, BKN and Jovi both sitting 7-1 and 6-1, which is huge.
And note how they have been the Rook and the Doc on defense, and it's been that last timing push from the attacking squad, from Astral coming in, that they've picked up clutch rounds of 3-4 kills each on the players that can do nothing but sprint into objectives.
Right, and a lot of it has been, we watched the kill cams on the dying player blasting through the walls, hoping to get the headshots, but getting a lot of just random chest shots that are just not going to take Rook or Doc down with that kind of armor.
So now we see the push coming in from Recorded Reported. Most of them up here from this mini tower. And an interesting bomb site completely missed here from Astral. Going for the kitchen and the dining room, which because of this doorway here, seems like a very, very stupid choice.
I feel like I just assumed they were upstairs. Like, I think my brain said there's no way they're right here.
Why
so
are
this
they
should
here?
be interesting.
What is your thought to being in here?
I mean, arguably it is still, that door is still very difficult to come in through, and it's desirable. You want to walk in the door and plant and run back outside and just win, but it's a tough pick.
Delican opens up the killing through this meeting room tunnel. It is in return to Sovs being down, but he will get him up, so ultimately they don't lose too much for that first kill. And now is where we've seen Astral shine. Once they get that man advantage, they start to look okay. Can they push it through for the win here? They have to if they want to stay in this game. They would only be one map apiece, so it's not the end of the world if they lose it, but who wants to go one map apiece when you can go 2-0 up? Again, everyone just sitting in this room very, very passively, not peeking the doors, waiting for the perfect moment as the drones come in and scout him out again. 40 seconds left already. This round feels like it has vanished, and there are still 5 members up for the defending squad. Recorded Reported haven't got the opening, but Dabs will find one kill. Now he's going to try and stand a second on B sharp, but he can't do it. Zed is in the kitchen. Sorry, not Zed. Never mind, he's dead. Zed was in the kitchen. He was on the wrong one. Sovs will now drop now. 9 Lion looking for one. There's 2 members left up. 9 Lion, though, is planting the diffuser. Now it's on Delican and B Sharp to get back in there. They got 45 seconds. They know one is in the kitchen because they spotted Ash sprinting across, but this wall has been blown wide open, and that is a huge point of contention. Now, Elise, he's hiding right behind the corner as 9 Lion is going to see Rook run straight into him, but B Sharp gets the kill and gets himself up. Weird camera stuff is what happened, but Elise sprays back through. They've still got to get the diffuser. They've got about 20 seconds, and it takes 7 of those seconds to defuse. Elise has been spotted, so he's just trying to stay alive as long as possible. Here comes B Sharp with the pre-fire. Will he get the defuse in time? I think he's got it, but he's on so low health that that firefight could have gone either way.
What a play.
What a play.
That was
sprints through that miniature tower.
Manages a headshot on him, gets downed, happens to be Doc, gets right back up and comes back inside. That's
one for the highlight.
You wouldn't expect you wouldn't expect a lot of plays where Doc actually can pull himself back up during this level of play.
No.
But that is that exact situation.
Where it's
the trade for a headshot to a down.
Zed looking for a slight change up here in attacking play. No sledge for him now. He's going to go for that IQ. Ultimately, I agree. They're going to be in the basement again. I think he suspects this. Can you really sledge anything down there?
There's not a lot
if
to
you're
work with.
down there, yes. If you're coming from the construction end, there's a lot you can sledge in.
Right.
But he's tried that a couple of times and not been successful with it. So clearly he's going to try something different now, and we'll watch to find out what that is, because it's something that he feels he can't use sledge to do. That's how I feel this this changes. He just wants to straight up win firefights instead, because that's not been happening. So, same reinforcers coming out again. No surprises whatsoever on that. This is the same standard bomb site. Nothing crazy like we just saw from Astral, but hey, it worked for them. They won the round.
Seconds remaining.
Maybe it is something different. Maybe that's what they had put their pick in this round on. That bomb site being their clutch decider round. But ultimately it has not gone to plan. Let's watch that. See where it's going. He's using this AUG. It's coming in slowly from construction, checking for that early peak, but it's not there. There's barbed wire all the way out here. Very nice placement. Someone's going to go for it. Jovi comes through, and Jovi will kill Zed straight away. There's that plan right broken and down through the water again.
Now, see, that's one of those things that the construction site we've seen reinforced and prepared for in so many matches in the Pro League so far on on every platform, but we've never really seen anybody actually push it very often at all. And I think Zed would have been much better off waiting for his team to rustle them up a little bit before he made an initial peak there.
I love this little spot that we just saw Rook pick
Yeah,
up. I
absolutely.
completely agree with what you're saying about Zed. Yes, a double-edged attack is good, but the construction site pushes you so close to a bomb straight away, you don't need to push in there super fast.
He should have given it some time for his team to rustle them up, move them around, maybe even get a pick. But if anything, just take their attention off it instead of being the first person that they see.
Especially the way Astral have been playing recently, so many times they've sent everyone borderline down in through that main entrance.
Right.
They start coming that way again, and recorded and reported are going to expect that. They're going to expect everyone to be there. So they start sending everyone this way. They start focusing that way. Or at the very least, the people that are looking the other way aren't so hell-bent on it. As we do say, a quick trade back from 9line, and then Sovlov's. And then he gets to shoot, stabbing them back. Then he gets to take them by surprise.
Exactly.
But even with those 2 kills, we are still 1-man advantage here for reported. Astral with 3 men left, looking to get down into that basement.
Interesting that both teams keep giving up that wall there to let them see into the laundry room. Because whether or not they actually play the laundry room is irrelevant. It's a spot you're always worried about. Honestly, you can almost do more damage by not playing it.
Dapp's going to come up the stairs with his shotgun. Can he get the kill? He can! That is not going to be something that Sovs is happy about. Gets a couple of taps already to take him low, then gets rushed, is ready there with the pre-fire, but cannot get the kill. Now it's 2 members of Astral in it to save their team, to save the round, and to stop them going down, stop them drawing out this first opening round. That Thermite and Buck making their push in.
And that's what makes Frost incredible. You can't make such a quick play like that in this game with most classes, but Frost is one where you just get up, sprint, click.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're
Daps
gone.
will finish off B Sharp as he comes down the stairs, hiding in that corner, same as before. She's now going to go prone. Will not finish the next kill. That's 2 kills for Amethyst now, and he's now only got 2 people to find. But they're both a Doc and a Rook, and they're incredibly healthy, and he falls
Right
straight
into
onto
the
a trap.
trap.
GG's come out, and it was a good game indeed. 1 map apiece.
And that's another one where both maps were won by the opposite pick. So Astral won on RR's map and vice versa.
I have to give it to Astral, though. They were definitely stronger on their pick than I feel. Sorry, not to Astral, to RR.
Right.
Reported were definitely stronger on their pick, on Consulate,
sure.
than Astral were on here.